Well, hello guys, American Amy. I got to thinking I wanted to show where Hilltop was arrested at his city council meeting, and I got to looking and I found a few other incidents of when we the people go to these meetings to try to voice our concerns and are arrested. So these are different clips from different situations where people were arrested. Thanks for watching. Please hit that like button. My name is American Amy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.
I'm independent. I do. I do. I'm press. I'm press.
You're not a member of a legitimate press.
How do you get a badge for a press? Who do you get it from?
You're not employed by them.
You gotta be employed by
Yeah,
them.
I've got more subscribers than you.
I doubt it.
I bet you I do. I bet you I do.
What's that?
I got more subscribers than they do.
Sit back there. Do you mind
It said, look, it says press. I've got a press pass right here.
That offends me.
Look, I'm going to video this thing for my news channel, and I'm press. The First Amendment gives me the right to
If that's the case, everybody here would be
press.
First Amendment.
They can,
Covered by the
if they
press.
want a video, they can.
Video from back there.
I've got plenty of subscribers that are wanting me to video this live,
Well,
which
I'm
what
sure
we're
you probably
doing
got
now.
People want you to video. We're gonna video it back there.
I'm videoing with the press. That's where they're at. If I move, they should move.
They're the legitimate press.
I am legitimate press. I've had the press for over 3 years now.
I have 50 years of experience.
Well, good for you. Well, good for you. I swear.
Force me to start. Move back.
I want to video these people where it says press.
Right back on the move.
Right here's time. It says press.
Standing right now, you fix me to jail.
For what?
Disorderly conduct. I'm asking you.
What am I doing?
Listen,
What am I doing?
you're sentencing where you're not designated for sex.
Why did you go to Chilhowie with the town manager?
You don't have your facts right.
Really? You don't know what I'm talking about?
Well, I'm not been Joe Alley.
You've never been in Chilhowie
I've been Joe Alley, yeah, but not.
with the mayor?
I've already heard that complaint. That's not even true.
Who'd you hear from?
I heard from somebody here in the office.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder who. Look, I've been pressed for a long time. I've got my badge. The First Amendment, you swore an oath
Where'd you
to.
get that from?
I made it.
I'm the Virginia Press Association.
Well, good for you.
And
Who issues press passes?
the state police.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
The First Amendment gives everybody freedom of the press.
Nah, no, really.
Yeah.
If that's the case, everybody here would be
Look
on
it
the
up.
press.
Look it up. Look it up. The First Amendment. Look it up.
Everybody here would be on the press.
Look it up. You have a lawyer right there.
And he's going to tell you right now.
You have a lawyer right there that knows the First Amendment. And if y'all violate my First Amendment, you get sued. So that's why I'm asking you. You've got an attorney right there.
Well, I'm telling you right now, you're fixing to go to jail for disorderly conduct.
Ask the attorney.
You can move back there right now.
Ask the attorney right there. I mean, he's right there.
He's representing us. He's not stopping us.
I know. He's representing us.
You're not press. Get back in the regular galley with everybody else.
Excuse me. Where's he at? Are you the attorney? I was just wanting to get advice from
Yeah,
him.
nice. Let's go. You're going to jail for disorderly conduct. Let's go.
For what?
Disorderly conduct. Get up and stay. Give you enough opportunity, enough chance.
Alrighty.
We held the meeting long enough. I tried to get you moved back multiple times. Let's go.
Let's go.
We don't recognize that pass. He's refusing to listen to us.
Oh, that's
Disrupting the meeting.
definitely true.
Chance behind the back.
Mm-hmm. Putting cuffs on me because I'm a member of the press.
There you go.
I got a phone.
Put your phone down.
I'm going to set it right here. Set it right here. I'm going to.
Every opportunity to learn. It's fine, please.
Yeah. Don't turn it off.
So we'll do video last.
Likes to go to the council meetings and express his feelings. He has a right to do that. But police say last night he went way too far and ended up using his cell phone as a weapon. What happened at the East Point City Council meeting last night left the police chief with a bump on his head and an 84-year-old man facing a possible charge of assault. His name is Frank Zundel, and he's no stranger to police or city council members. He attends almost every meeting.
Takes and spend, takes and spend. Why don't you start cutting your taxes back?
Last night, though, things got out of hand. After Mr. Zundel had his allotted time to speak, police say he refused to leave. This is off camera, but police say when they tried to take him out of the meeting, which by then had been adjourned, Zundel refused to go and went dead weight and ended up on the floor. They tried to move him.
Leave me alone! I want to call my wife.
Police called an ambulance, and when EMTs and police were trying to restrain and arrest Mr. Zundel, the chief got hit.
Goes to the meetings, purposely to aggravate somebody. He ain't happy if he ain't rattling somebody's cage.
But if they start manhandling like an 85 or 90-year-old guy, I mean, come on, how much pressure does it take to subdue a guy? Mr. Zundel's only about that big.
Now, police say after the meeting they took Mr. Zundel to the hospital to check him out. Doctors said he was fine, and police drove him home. It will be up to the prosecutor now to decide if any charges will be filed. We tried to talk to Mr. Zundel tonight, but no one came to the door. Reporting live in East Point, I'm Cheryl Choden, Channel 7 Action News.
Against that rule change to the consent agenda items. They wanted to speak on it, but Mayor County said they were not able to speak on that. They kept having a back and forth exchange with him, and eventually Mayor County told them to leave after a number of back and forth exchanges. It was that consent agenda change as well as the police de-escalation contract. There's members of the public wanted to speak on that, but that was on the consent agenda. They were not able to speak on that, and that rule change was made. Take a look at some video we shot earlier of what happened.
We would ask you to leave at this time. We'd ask you to leave.
I'm being respectful and sitting down. I have plenty of germane comments as it relates to items on and off the consent.
We have voted on the items. We are now asking, we're not asking people to speak from the back of the room. No, this isn't a question and answer. We're trying to do the business of the citizens.
So after that, and you should be seeing video of this, there was a demonstrator who was taken away in handcuffs by police after that had happened, a little bit after that had happened, not immediately after. This was after people were outside the door asking to be let in to speak, to offer public comment. Eventually, that one demonstrator was taken away in handcuffs.
Breaking tonight, finger pointing, outburst, gavel slamming, and an arrest. It was all at tonight's Cape Coral City Council meeting.
All stemming from a bunch of issues that the people who call Cape Coral home care deeply about. And that showed with the number of neighbors who showed up to slam the council. And boy, did they. The Night Beat's Justin Case was inside the meeting. Justin, take us through the chaos at the Cape.
A wild meeting indeed, but we do have a new representative for District 4 here in Cape Coral. City Council members chose to appoint Richard Carr to that vacant seat, but before we got to that point, it was chaos. We saw things that we've never seen before, like an abrupt recess after just 25 minutes of the meeting, an arrest, another man escorted out by police after yelling obscenities at City Council and the mayor. Listen to how the chaotic meeting sounded. People at the Cape Coral meeting Wednesday were fired up.
Is there anyone here with more than 3 functioning brain cells that think this is a good idea?
Their anger was over 3 main issues. The fact that council is looking to approve a stipend that would mean a lot more cash in their own pockets. The fact that the District 4 voters don't get a say in their own representative, and over changes to J.C. Park. But just 25 minutes into the meeting, a recess was abruptly called. We watched as a man was taken away in handcuffs. He had been kicked out of a meeting in October and wasn't allowed back until council addressed it, which they plan to do Wednesday. Recess lasted for 25 minutes, then this happened.
We're not going to have an unprofessional and unruly meeting.
And the disruptions continued. One man even shouted an expletive at the mayor, and then this happened.
Could you remove this guy, please, this gentleman? Everybody here, you're wasting your breath.
And when the candidates gave their presentations, one candidate appeared to bow out of the race because of what she saw.
You can't treat people that way. That's terrible. And I'm pretty sure you won't pick me, so thanks.
So after all of that, nearly 4.5 hours, City Council chose to appoint Richard Carr to that vacant seat for District 4. He has a long background in law enforcement, and I spoke with him about what we all saw at the meeting tonight and how he plans on addressing the people of Cape Coral about the issues that they're clearly fired up and passionate about, that he is about to rule over and talk about as a member of City Council.
Unfortunately, these types of situations do happen, and like I said, I've got 30 years of experience, 25 of which was in law enforcement, so I've seen that type of reaction to various issues over my time. It's unfortunate. You do everything you can to avoid it, because obviously we're here to serve the public as best we can. I'll do everything I can to help alleviate that. Will I stop that from ever happening again? I doubt it, because I don't think any one person can do that. I can tell you that I am committed to trying to gain trust of those folks that were here, as well as everybody else in this city.
So as of tonight, Richard Carr was sworn in, and he is officially the representative for District 4 here in Cape Coral. Live on the Night Beat, Justin Case, Wink News.
Allegedly disrupting a Wilmington City Council meeting are now suing the city. Their charges were dismissed.
In their lawsuit, Tony Thomas and Daryl Petrie say the city violated their rights. I-Team reporter Craig Cheatham shows what happened and why the men feel entitled to damages.
All right, Tony, put your hands on your back for me.
Tony Thomas
It scared me.
and Daryl Petrie
I'm going to jail too. Huh?
were arrested
Would you like to take him home, please?
and jailed in April after Wilmington city officials claimed they committed the crime of disrupting a public meeting.
You know, I'm 52 years old, exercising my rights, and I get arrested for it. And that's scary.
During this meeting in April, Thomas criticized city spending on a cleaning product and claimed then-Mayor John Stanforth owed, quote, $1,500 in school taxes.
And do not attack amendments.
Then City Council President Mark McKay asked Thomas if he wanted to be removed. Thomas said yes. Right after that, police arrested Thomas. Then Police Chief Ron Fithen issued this warning.
If we want to continue this pattern, we will take you to jail each and every time.
Minutes later, Petrie claimed the mayor had aided in the whitewashing of 2 murders.
You're attacking the mayor. What's been done is unacceptable. To stop that. What's been done is unacceptable.
You're done.
After that, police arrested Petrie. Both men were taken to jail. The city dismissed the charges in July. Former Mayor Stanworth, Chief Fithen, and McKay all declined to comment.
What they did was wrong, and I think they should pay. They should pay and be held accountable.
Thomas and Petrie are suing the city of Wilmington, Chief Fithen, and McKay. According to the lawsuit, the defendants violated Petrie and Thomas's rights, maliciously prosecuted them, and threatened further protected speech.
It would have been one thing to just silence them, chill their speech, and remove them from the building and humiliate them. It's another thing to maliciously prosecute them the way that they did.
Before the council meeting in April, Petrie and Thomas had publicly criticized city officials over different issues in emails, social media, and public meetings reviewed by the I-Team. But according to their lawsuit, Thomas and Petrie weren't arrested until the meeting in April, which was 2 weeks before an election. It was an election the mayor lost. McKay resigned as council president in June.